JustMusic am Stand von Soundmachines. Neben mir der Davide. Hello Davide.
Hello, how are you?
Nice, and you?
Very good. So we are here at the Superbooth 2017. We have all our lineup of modules, of user interfaces. There is the Modular, the new all-in-one synthesizer, full analog modular synthesizer for beginners, but not only beginners, because it has a lot of potential and possibility. And this time we also present a new, it's just a PCB of a new user interface that we are going to develop in the next month. We will meet again to explain this.
Nice one.
This time I just want to show you our production that is composed of our DC-1 drum computer. It's an 8-track with 4 control voltage ins. That is the real innovation of this guy, because with this 4 voltage control you can basically change every parameters in real time regarding each track of the sequence. Another stuff is that you have individual length for each track, and obviously you can have also save and recall of the patterns like a real drum machine.
Okay, that sounds cool.
Yeah. Then we have the light strip interface that are those tiny and very popular, I would say, user interface for the modular stuff. You have a gate and a control voltage output, and you can use it either as a normal slider with a CV output, with the possibility to hold the final level, and also to make an automation out of it by recording and playing in loop what you said. So
yeah, they're very cool and popular, as you said. Yeah,
these are very nice. And also the big brother is the light plane that just works in not 2 but 3 dimensions, because we have also the Z output for the pressure.
Okay, all right.
So it is those are
3-dimensional this.
Also here you can also record and play in loop. Then we have our brain interface. That is the first commercial module that translates the brain waves that you can read with this commercial available headset and transform into CV voltages. So you can drive some part of your performance with your brain waves and your mental state in that moment. Many people have this and experiment with all kinds of activity, from mixing to dance to audience feedback with the musician. It's very interesting. It's a very interesting object. Then we have our very small real-time sampler. This is a lo-fi, like 30 seconds or so sampler, and you can just start the recording. And the interesting thing is that you can change the sample rate even while you are recording. And so when you play it back, you obtain all kind of artifacts and strange noises on the output. It's also, this one is small because we take in account the estate cost on the modular cases. The last modules that we had presented, I will let you hear now. It's the SD1 simple drum.
Simple drum.
Yeah. And that we had the new version right now. So those will be shipped also to JustMusic in a very few time next week, I guess. And the UF1, that is our DSP based. It's not the classic DSP that is used. It's another one. It's new, and it has a very interesting feature like tap tempo and the control of 2 parameters via the control voltages. It is exactly the same unit that is inside of the Modulör 114.
All right.
Okay. The last one, the most important, is the Modulör 114. It is a full-fledged analog modular synthesizer You can take the panel off and put it into your system because it's just 84 HP long.
Ah, all right.
So
okay.
so with the classical ribbon cable, you just connect it to your system.
case, yeah.
Yeah, it integrates perfectly. But it comes with its own desktop enclosure. As you can see, the desktop enclosure has this mount to possibly use this kind of mount if you have not many space on your desktop.
That's a nice feature.
Yeah. So you have basically two analog VCOs, a 12 dB resonant low pass and band pass filter, a lot of attenuators, voltage generators. There is this ribbon controller with the quantizer integrated into the object, and
Power supply for your lamp.
sorry.
The power supply for your lamp via USB.
Power supply can come from different places. In this case, as you can see, we use the 12 volt adapter, classical 12 volt DC adapter. It's very power conservative, so it just consumes something like 200 milliamps for the both.
Okay.
You can power for 5 volts of the USB, so classic USB output, and the USB can be also host controller. So in this case, I connected this Korg object directly to the modular without having to pass through a computer.
Cool.
Then we have utility modules like 3 attenuators, 2 voltage generators, a slew controller, another LFO, 3 mixer, one of which is with knobs and the other one are fixed. Both works for both. The 3 of them works with also with DC couple, so you can also make distortion and saturations.
Cool.
And there is a very interesting logic gates and clock management stuff to do. Also some with the XOR port in particular, you can achieve a ring modulator effect, or you can divide the clock coming from the LFO and obtain through the XOR very interesting rhythmic patterns. This is a very simple but often overlooked stuff into your modular, but it's very fun to use and opens up a lot of creative opportunities. The very two simple but very important modules are I call it the add subtractor. It's just a saturated adder, and you can use it also to do some wave shaping especially on triangular. You can obtain a lot of interesting timbre by passing the waves through this guy. On the other hand, you can also use it as a very simple but functional VCA. So you have, apart from the audio VCA, another couple of VCA. You have just one envelope with 2 outputs. And as most of you knows, the nice thing about the modular is the synthesizer button that implements at the touch of a button fix the architecture. So it is like a patching, internal patching. And like in this case, as you can see, there are you will hear later. I use just the sample and hold stuff to modulate the filter, but the other connection are made internally. Unlike this case, as you can see, there are a lot more cables because everything is made directly without the internal patching. So it's a really, I mean, you can start like this. In the box there are also 10 jacks, so you can start doing
immediately.
more complex stuff. And in the end, yes, there are a lot of modules in this object. The last important thing that I tell you is the MIDI implementation. Apart from the classic pitch and gate, we also have the modulation wheel, but we also have 4 analog function linked to MIDI control changes. 2 voltages, 1 attenuator and 1 slew controller that is modifiable in real time by MIDI stream. So you can also do some sliding like the dB stuff, etc. So, well,
That's the Modulör. 114.
Yeah, exactly. So we can, I can let you hear some of the
Yeah,
sounds
please,
of,
please show us a little demonstration, Davide.
So I put up a very simple patch by using this modular as a bass. This one as a lead played through the controller with the triangular wave shaping stuff that I told you.
Yeah.
All the effects that you are hearing are the internal one for both two modulars, and then we are using also two simple drum. One as the percussion stuff, and the other one, because I didn't tell you before, but you can sacrificate two channels of percussion instrument to obtain a quantized synthesizer.
Oh, okay.
Derived in pitch and gate. Okay.
That's a cool
So
feature.
it's yeah, you have about 20 or 25 sounds that are PCM sounds. So nothing spectacular, but really usable. And I will show you.
Please show us.
Now, this is the bass, classic analog bass. It's modulated via the sample and hold to add this. This is an interesting aspect of the filter because it goes well behind, below sub bass, and so you hear this very powerful zaps. We can add some. We can tap the tempo with the delay.
I can see spring reverb also.
Yeah, these are the delays. You can go on to the. This is the ambience reverb. There is a very good hole. It's really, this is a hole, not a plate, with very long stuff. And then you go through some spring. Another room, and back to the delay. Okay. Now we can hear some. Now I let you hear the sound of the arpeggiator that is inside the simple drum. Go to another. I load another pattern. And let's go to the final pattern so you can see also the other.
Davide, what is your personal special feature on the Modulör? What do you like the most?
I really like the possibility to use it alone without any other stuff like in this case.
Very cool sounds, Davide. Very cool sounds. Nice one. I say thank you for that, Davide.
Thank you. See you soon.
See you soon. Have fun. Enjoy
Yeah,
the
great.
booth, the
You
rest
too.
of the booth.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Das waren Soundmachines mit Davide, Superbooth 2017 und JustMusic.